Hi guys, in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make a scallop border or a scallop edge for your quilt. So this quilt is my new Always Forever quilt pattern that is available in my shop now, but I've been wanting to do a scallop border for forever, so I thought this was the perfect quilt to do it on, and I just love how it turned out. So this video is part 1, and there are 3 videos total. This one will show you how to use the template and how to cut your border. The second video will show you how to make your bias binding, and the third will show you how to attach your binding to your scallop edge. So for this video, I used this Creative Grids Scallop Ruler. This is by Krista Moser, and she has a great YouTube video on how to use it as well. She did more of a wave-like border, and I wanted mine to be more of like a true scallop border. So definitely check hers out for more tips and tricks with this ruler. But this ruler from Creative Grids comes with 3 size options, so you can do small, medium, or large, and it also comes with this corner tool. So it's super handy to use. It also comes with this little pamphlet that tells you what size to use based on the width of your border. So I ended up using the small for my border. I think I could have also gone with a medium, but I just love how it turned out. I'm super thrilled with it. So, like I said, this is the first video of 3, so definitely check out the other 2 on how to finish the entire process. But I hope you guys enjoy it. Please leave any comments with questions you have. I'm always happy to answer questions, and I'm just thrilled you guys are here. Thank you all for the support, and let's get into the tutorial. Okay, let's get started with the tutorial. So, for the size, I am going to go with the small section because every ruler comes with this written instruction booklet, and for mine it recommends doing, where is it? The small, for the size of the border that I have on my quilt right now. So there's small, medium, and large. And then for the corner, you just go off these lines, small, medium, and large. So I'm gonna go with the small. So what I've done is cut out these pieces of paper at 6 inches wide because that's what each scallop is. And then it doesn't really matter how deep you wanna do it, but mine are 4 inches. And then I didn't wanna waste anything, so these are 3.5, I think. So what I'm gonna do is take a couple, line it up, the small right there. I'm going to trace it. And then I'll probably do that for another one. Make sure you are lined up properly. Okay. Now I'm just going to take this with a few behind it and cut them all out together. There's one set. And now, for the corner, I've already done this one, but, oops, you just need to line it up with whatever line you're going for. So I did small, and then I traced it, same thing. Now I'm just gonna cut it as I did for those other ones. Okay. Now let's take it to the quilt and lay them out. Okay, so now I have my quilt laid out. I've got my templates and pins. So you want to start with the corner, just positioning it so both sides hit the corner. Then you can go ahead and pin that in place. Okay, so now for the scallops. So I am going to go for not a very wavy border. I want the true scallop border. So to start out, you're just going to lay all your templates out across the whole length of the quilt. And then we're going to go back and move them around a bit to see how they line up. This is because you don't have to do any math. So what you do have to do is just lay them out, and then you kind of wiggle them around, overlap them a bit, all equal distance, so that they fit nicely across your whole length. But like I said, I don't want the true wave, so I'm going to eyeball this to start. I'm just overlapping this part about 1/4 inch, and then more for this section because, like I said, I want the true scallop form. So I'm just eyeballing it to make sure this is the same distance as here. And then I'm just going to continue down the quilt, eyeballing it as I go. Okay, so now that I've laid a few on this side, I went to the other corner to lay those ones to try and see how to make them all fit. Okay, so I can see that it needs to be laid out a bit differently. Let's maybe scrunch these a bit closer together at the centers. And see if that helps us at all. Okay, so after looking at that, I am pretty happy with the layout and the consistency throughout. So now we are going to pin each one in place. Okay, now that I have it all pinned, I'm going to grab my pen and I am just going to trace around the templates. Okay, and now I will cut them out. Okay, so before I cut it, I did go through every side and do the exact same thing with the templates and the tracing. So I have done that on every edge. So now I am going to cut where my pen marks were, and I feel like I can get a closer cut with my fabric scissors, but if you feel like you can get it better with your rotary cutter, then definitely go and do that. But I'm just going to cut around every line. Okay, so I went and cut out the entire quilt, and there's my baby. I did all the edges, and now I am going to make my binding and bind it. So you can catch my tutorial in the next video for making bias binding, which is what you need to do curves, and then I will show you in another video how to bind it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.